Welcome to my channel. This video is going to tell you the story of Noah in the Bible. I want you to watch and listen carefully so that you will grasp every detail in the story, and I believe that you are going to learn something new from it. Now let's go into the story.
Today, we are exploring one of the most powerful and widely known narratives ever recorded in human history, the story of Noah, a man remembered for faith, obedience, and endurance in the face of global judgment. Found in the early chapters of the Bible, specifically within the book of Genesis, this account is not merely a story about a flood. It is a profound message about righteousness, human corruption, divine justice, mercy, and covenant. The world described at the beginning of Noah's story was morally broken. Violence and corruption filled society. Humanity had drifted far from righteousness, and wickedness dominated human thoughts and actions. Yet amid widespread wrongdoing, one man stood apart because of his devotion to God. Noah is described as righteous and blameless among his generation, a man who walked faithfully with God. God revealed his decision to bring judgment upon the earth through a great flood that would cleanse corruption and violence. However, mercy accompanied judgment. Noah received detailed instructions to build a massive ark, a vessel designed to preserve life through the coming catastrophe. The command required extraordinary faith because there is no indication that rain or flooding on such a scale had ever been witnessed before. Imagine the years Noah spent constructing the ark. The task demanded persistence, endurance, and unwavering trust. Building such a structure would have attracted attention, criticism, and ridicule. Yet Noah continued because obedience mattered more than public opinion. His life teaches that faith is often demonstrated through consistent action long before results become visible. The ark itself symbolized preparation and salvation. God instructed Noah to bring his family into the ark along with animals representing every kind of living creature. The preservation of life showed that divine judgment never exists without purpose. Restoration was always part of the plan. When the flood finally came, rain fell relentlessly, and waters surged from beneath the earth. The catastrophe reshaped the world. Mountains disappeared beneath rising waters, and human civilization as it existed came to an end. Inside the ark, however, safety prevailed. The contrast between destruction outside and preservation within highlights the protective power of obedience. For 40 days and nights rain continued to fall. The ark floated upon vast waters for months. Imagine the emotional weight carried by Noah and his family as they waited, uncertain when the waters would recede. Faith during waiting seasons often requires greater strength than faith during action. Eventually, the waters began to decrease. Noah released birds to determine whether dry land had appeared. When a dove returned carrying an olive leaf, hope emerged. Soon afterward, the ark came to rest upon the mountains of Mount Ararat, marking the beginning of a new chapter for humanity. When Noah finally stepped onto dry ground, his first recorded action was worship. Gratitude came before rebuilding. This moment reminds viewers that restoration begins with acknowledgement of God's mercy. God then established a covenant with Noah and all living creatures, promising never again to destroy the earth through a flood. The rainbow became the visible sign of that covenant, symbolizing remembrance and faithfulness. The story of Noah continues beyond the flood, revealing both human strength and weakness. Even righteous individuals remain human. Scripture records moments showing that renewal does not erase human vulnerability. The Bible consistently portrays its figures honestly, emphasizing that grace, not perfection, sustains humanity. What makes Noah's story timeless is its relevance. Every generation faces moral challenges, cultural pressure, and uncertainty about the future. Noah's life demonstrates that righteousness often requires standing apart from popular opinion. At this stage, if this video is interesting, take a moment to subscribe to my channel to stay updated. Turn on notifications so that you will not miss my next video. And engage with my video by liking, commenting, and sharing it. Furthermore, if you need a thumbnail designer, a scriptwriter, or a video producer who will be making videos like this for your channel, contact me and I will perform the tasks for you efficiently because I am the producer of all the videos on this channel. Continuing our journey, the ark also represents spiritual symbolism recognized across centuries of interpretation. Many theologians view it as a picture of refuge during judgment. Just as Noah entered the ark to be saved from destruction, faith invites humanity into divine protection. Another remarkable aspect of this story is patience. Noah waited not only during the building of the ark but also during the months inside it. Waiting is often overlooked when discussing faith, yet it shapes character profoundly. The silence between storms and restoration can be spiritually transformative. The covenant that followed the flood emphasized responsibility. Humanity received instructions regarding stewardship of the earth and respect for life. The story therefore transitions from survival to responsibility. A renewed world required renewed commitment. Many readers also notice the literary structure of the flood narrative. The account moves from corruption to judgment, from chaos to order, and from destruction to covenant. This mirrors the earlier creation account in Genesis, suggesting restoration rather than abandonment. Across cultures and centuries, flood traditions appear in many civilizations. However, the biblical account uniquely emphasizes moral accountability and relational covenant rather than mythological conflict between competing gods. The focus remains ethical and spiritual. Scholars, believers, and historians continue to study Noah's story because it raises profound questions about justice, mercy, and human responsibility. Whether approached devotionally, historically, or symbolically, the narrative challenges audiences to examine personal integrity. The story also teaches leadership within families. Noah guided his household through uncertainty. Faith influenced not only personal destiny but also generational survival. Leadership grounded in conviction often becomes a stabilizing force during crisis. As viewers reflect on Noah's journey, it becomes clear that obedience often begins with listening. Before the ark existed, before the rain began, there was simply a man willing to trust divine instruction. In today's world, distractions are constant. Moral compromise can appear normal. Noah's example reminds audiences that righteousness does not depend on majority approval. Integrity is meaningful even when practiced alone. The Rainbow Covenant also carries emotional significance. After devastation came reassurance. Humanity received confirmation that mercy remained central to God's relationship with creation. The closing chapters of Noah's life demonstrate that renewal does not eliminate the need for wisdom. Scripture portrays both triumph and vulnerability, encouraging humility rather than hero worship. Ultimately, the story of Noah invites reflection on personal choices. Every generation builds something through its actions, values, and priorities. Noah built an ark because he believed future consequences mattered. As we conclude, remember that this ancient narrative continues to speak because it addresses timeless human realities. Faith during uncertainty, obedience amid criticism, gratitude after survival, and responsibility following restoration remain lessons relevant today. Now, I want to remind you that I can design eye-catching thumbnails for your videos, write your video scripts, or even make videos like this for your channel. Finally, before you leave, if this video is interesting, do not forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated. Turn on notifications so that you will not miss my next video. Also, engage with my video by liking, commenting, and sharing it. And endeavor to watch my other videos also to learn more. Bye until my next videos.